live from the heart of deep in the heart of West Texas. Hello, guys. This is Jimi Hendrix here on the James Hendrix Show. Today, I know you guys are looking forward to news, but I think you should know the lens that we're having in here through James Hendrix Empowerment. You need to know a little bit about my political history because, well, Brent has decided to resign to become a blogger, and so you're stuck with me. Yeah, that's right, you guys are stuck with me. So, get used to it. People say you have to have a master's degree to be a political consultant. Not necessarily. Okay, you should probably know a little bit about my political history. I was 11 years old, and I was a sickly child much of my, most of my childhood. And I remember when I was 11 years old, I was hospitalized and undergoing some tests and dealing with my multiple birth defects. And I was sensitive about the injustices in the world and everything. And, I had a school system which was inadequate, I feel like, in some ways to teach me. On the one hand, they were stating, well, he's mentally challenged, maybe we ought to send him to the school for the blind, or, I was living in between Midland and Odessa, and they were trying to transfer me over to Midland, Texas, and I overheard my grandfather talking politics with my mother, and that really touched me. And so I thought that politics was the vehicle by which you get things done. Little did I know that was only the beginning of my education in politics. When I was 14, I was in 6th grade. Now, they had me back 3 years. I was in 6th grade, and I voted for Walter Mondale in the 84 election. I was what was known as a conservative Democrat. I know that sounds kind of like an oxymoron nowadays, except for maybe Joe Manchin and this other senator. It's hard for me to really keep track. But the two conservative Democrats that we have in the Senate, I gotta say they're a good sort if they can kind of lean more conservative. And so in '88, my first election as an adult, I was in 10th grade. I voted for Michael Dukakis because I mistakenly believed that he was Kennedy-esque. And when they lost to Bush, and I'll be honest with you, his first year, Bush seemed pretty Kennedy-esque. But then, I don't know, sadly to me, the last 2 or 3 years he had in office, to me he just seemed lackluster. And so, in 1992, I voted for Bill Clinton. I thought, well, Bill Clinton's Kennedy-esque, okay? And yes, he won the Reagan Democrats in 92. Alright? Yeah. I'm a John F. Kennedy Democrat. I'm a Reagan Democrat. But that doesn't mean that I'm a registered Democrat. Yeah, so there was a time I was registered Republican. But what I consider anymore, because I have a bone to pick with both parties, I am a conservative federalist. Okay? I am a conservative federalist. Because I think both parties are to blame on how reactive society has become. And I think I blame the news media on both sides of the aisle. So, I'm going to tell you something that the James Hendrix Show is not. The James Hendrix Show is not a reactionary show. Okay? Unless it has to do with a social issue like abortion or something like that, you will not hear me pounding the pavement and preaching about these things. We're going with my plans to keep this show as less reactive as possible, and a little fun, because believe it or not, I can impersonate Bill Clinton. Let's say it's November the 8th, 1993, and Bill Clinton's in the Oval Office, and he says something like this: "I want you to set up my call with Warren Christopher at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Yeah, and yeah, I gotta make arrangements to talk to that physician one last time. And yeah, don't worry about it. Hillary's gonna be there. Yeah." so you know, we're gonna have some fun, because I'll be honest with you, Rush Limbaugh was a legend. He's the one that helped me realize in 1994 that I was making a grave mistake voting for the modern and now postmodern Democratic Party, because I hate to say it, they've gone communistic. They don't seem to be democratic to me, you know. And so, to that end, this is going to be a cross between news and inspirational, okay? We're going to have a little fun. Alright, because I'll be honest with you, I launched this as Frontline News at first with Brent, you know, and everything. But, and I, those of you who hear my other podcasts know I have an alter ego named JR. We sat down and we thought, let's not use Brent anymore. Let's just use me. Okay, let's just use me. I'm a prolific writer. I'm a speaker. I am a published author. That's something I can be proud of. There's no reason for me, you know, and our reactive culture loves to stress us out. And so, yes, I will report tomorrow. I will report the news. But we're going to have fun, okay? Listen to me. We are going to have fun doing it, because I'll give you some action steps, okay? I'll give you some action steps. Maybe even I'll give pointers, you know, regarding how these political actors could, how do I say it? Act less reactive, you know, be proactive, be proactive. That's what we need in this country. Because if not, you know, people are getting tired of watching and listening to the news. They really are. And so, oh man, my college buddy would be so proud of me right now, sitting here podcasting, giving you the news. I can kind of parody Biden in some ways, but not all that well. Let's say it's 4:37 p.m. today. Biden's in the White House. Get ready. And now, behind the scenes at the Oval Office, Biden talks to Nancy Pelosi. I don't care what the poll says. You get the agenda passed. Mr. President, you've got to settle down. I will get it passed, I promise. It's just what? What is it? What's flying by my head? What is it? Mr. President, nothing's flying by your head. I promise. We're going to get this passed. We're going to raise the debt ceiling, do everything we have to do. You make sure you talk to Nancy Yellen. And where's Jill? Where's Jill? I'm lost. Mr. President, Mrs. Biden is out touring on the vaccine. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Can I have a little nap? And now that was take a tune in next time and behind the scenes in the Oval Office. Wasn't that something else, guys? Wasn't that something else? It's time to stop the gloom and doom and have a little fun with this. Guys, take care. This is Jimi Hendrix. This is Jimi Hendrix saying on the James Hendrix Show. Take care and God bless. See you tomorrow.